Hello everyone, welcome on back to Survival Challenge. So first things first, we'll be doing some mowing. We don't really desperately need hay, we're not in desperate need. But we don't have anything really to do with the crops outside of spraying some weeds, which we will be getting to at some point today. Nothing super high priced either, so... And while hay is the number one thing you use in total mix, and if for whatever reason we run out everything else we run out of, we still have we still put hay in. Although I think you can put just grass too, but hay is like 80% efficiency, something like that. So a lot better than. Does it say? Yeah, you can put grass at 40, hay at 80. TMR is 100. Yeah, we're starting a little bit later in the day. It was snowing all day long. So, realistically, would you do much if it's raining or snowing? Probably not. Grass would be wet. You don't want to mow it. So, yeah, I would highly doubt you would spray when it's snowing or raining. Well, probably definitely not snowing. Now these fields could probably use a little bit of fertilizer. It's our only fields that really ever use the liquid fertilizer at this point. I'll probably try and get that done for these. This field's always nice and quick. I mean, it's really... I made it as grass because it wasn't worth the... You know, the size of it wasn't worth the little bit of crop you'd get from it. It's much better as a grass field for us. I would like to get some more land. That's on the agenda. Thinking that field over there. Or that plot of land. Oh, these have not been moved yet. Doing alright on water too. I haven't checked that yet today. With this plot of land, I just feel like it's a good amount of loam, right? Everything else, the soil type's kind of going to sandy or loamy sand. Or silty clay up there. And that has all big hill in it too, so it'd probably be tough to farm on. Actually, meaning to look. What was our plow with? 5.2. I did add one. Did I add two? I added a couple. Why can't I find plows? Must not have it active right now. I'll go make it active and then we'll continue the mowing. Alright, back. So the mod was this one. I get the 9-meter width for 19 grand. So it costs a little bit of money, but it would make plowing up that field over there much quicker. The plan is to probably make 2 bigger fields out of it, and then probably put more productions closer to the yard, depending on the soil type, of course. If that's all great soil, then I'll definitely put productions over here. If that's all silty clay, which would be my luck, then I'll put productions, you know, wherever that is. Our yield is quite a bit lower this time, I think. If I remember right, yeah, it's pH. Nitrogen is a bit low. Only pH. Unless we actually have a tractor that can pull that plow now. We did not have that for quite a long time. And a little bit. The plow line's 85, then we got that on top of it, so we'd probably spend about 20. We couldn't sell the other plow. Although I would probably want to mow it, and I'm curious on windrowers. Is there a nice big one here? Current one's 6.5. I don't know if you're gonna get much bigger than 6.5. It's an 8.5. Very similar to the one that we have currently. Yeah, I got these that are 50,000. We don't do enough grass work. That's the thing. This would not sell for basically anything. Maybe we could do something with it, but I would doubt this would be. Yeah, probably not even worth $1,000. So I would prefer to mow it right away. Much like we did with that plot of land there. Be a little bit harder to keep up with it this time because we do have a lot more field to try to take care of. We'll probably just turn all that right into silage like we did last time. Maybe we'll keep some of it. That and, well, doing the hay and that would be very time consuming. It was time consuming doing this. And we have trees. And we'll see how we're doing money wise. Maybe we could get a bigger windrower. Every time I looked at mowers, it's just like, this isn't worth it. A little bit bigger I'd get, I'd spend way more. This really is probably one of the better modded mowers just because of the size to price. I don't know if it's really beatable. Maybe there's a mod now, but I think I like to probably get this field limed and both of them fertilized sooner rather than later. That way I can actually remember. So I'll probably have to windrow it and tether it. I don't really want to put lime on top of something that says grass laying down right now. So maybe we won't get it limed right away. But we're just about done here, so we'll probably get it spraying done to help mix up some of the grass work. I suppose I could probably buy the land now. That would help figuring out the financials a little bit easier. We'd be able to continue our road then. I made these roads bigger for that the old drill setup, so yeah, it looks like we have some trees to take care of. Quite a few trees, actually. Oh, it's not there. It's in this menu. So it's 85,000. I'm gonna buy it. There we go. Now we're a proud owner of this land. We're making progress. We're making the farm bigger. Slowly and surely. At some point, I'll probably, off camera, get a lot of those trees cut down. Just since it'll take a little while. Mainly because sacking up on the trailer Can be a bit of a pain at times. Could take a little while, so. Not sure if we'll get to mowing it right away then. But hopefully sooner rather than later. We do have 55,000. Realistically, we could get another bigger windrower. About 30,000 to spend on it. We could get a 9-meter width. Honestly, I'd probably way plenty. Got all the hay and forage stuff. I wish I could do something with it, but the price is just a little bit high. I mean, why would I spend $110,000 on a 9.5 meter? Oh no, 92,000 on a 14 meter, or 125,000 on a 9-meter width. That price difference actually doesn't make sense. Unless this does more too, it may. I have not really checked out that pack, but for this I could also get a 19 meter, 62,000 for a 14.7. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to spend money on that. I think that's been like one of the big things I've seen when people talking about is how expensive that DLC was, all the items. I would agree, they were pretty expensive. Be interesting to see if that new oh no, this one. I need the tractor. If the new Porsche one is similar. Because I feel like you have a tough time competing with your base game stuff if it costs a lot more. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'd go over I'd go to the base game stuff. So, we all got to make what's financially the best decision for the farm that we'd be running. And would it, spend 30,000 extra be the best decision? Probably not. These don't need nitrogen too badly. They say they're 0 though, so the grass doesn't use too much in general, so. But it should help it a little bit. That other field does need lime. Didn't check this one. It's okay. I'll probably do the lime in this field too, once we get there. I should line up the grass fields pretty well. That, and there's a new map with the new horse DLC. Saw that. There's a massive map too. I'm more kinda thinking about the premium edition one than that one. Some fields in there that I'm just like, yeah, I'd never be able to do that in a video. It'd be like 3 videos. Honestly, probably. This on Edgewater, we did like a 2-acre field in a video. I could probably do like 3 if you really pushed it. It's like a 6 or plus one, I think. Maybe it's 9. I know it's massive. It does have a huge weeder in it though, which will probably incentivize using weeders more. At least for base game without precision farming. Suppose we have about $5,000 coming in from the other plow as well, so we could probably get a bigger windrower pretty safely. having to worry about too much. This is one of the fields that we gotta spray for weeds. We have 3 fields. Well, the 3 that we did last video for planting. Actually, we could go and buy one now. But to get a little bit back. This one might be it. I don't think it makes sense to spend 50,000 for what we do. 30,000 would probably be perfect. We'll go ahead and buy that. You still have enough money for the other plow as well. Oh, it's hitting the corn. That would have absolutely damaged the corn in real life. That would have been good. Now this probably won't take too long. Usually doesn't. It takes, 2 swipes basically down this field. But I will go ahead and time-lapse this, so I'll talk to everyone once that is done. So yeah, I decided to get a little bit of a start on the tethering. The spraying never takes too long. I've always tried to do other things alongside it. I think it took about 5 minutes of recording to do all those fields for spraying. So, most of them took 2 to 3 swipes down. Honestly, that small one was pretty close to just being one. Pretty close. Just a little bit too short. I don't think we really have any bigger options at least. Outside of like the big drivable ones. Those, I think they're closer to 40, I think. We'll probably never get one. 200,000 plus. Granted, we did buy that cedar, and that was 200,000. Well, now that we have more land, our next things would probably be bigger cow shed and like chicken pen. Don't know if we'll do a bigger sheep pen. Not decided that. Might look into productions for wool. Then I might get a bigger one. That I might. Hard to say, so. That. I should just be one little bit here, then. Should be everything. Missed a little bit when mowing. I always find those later, not when I'm mowing. Can't fix it then, well, at least not quickly. I'll probably top the Massey off with some fuel while we are there. Doesn't need it desperately, but since we're already going to be there. Got all the bales stacked up again. We will be selling some wool soon, so I have a better idea how much. I get like 25 grand about a year. I don't think we sold it outside of last year around May. It'll be a little while. But is it the greatest thing? No, but it does. It's money, you know. 25 grand that we wouldn't have for. We really don't have to put a lot of effort into it. I just put a couple bales in there. Now that we have the water tank right there, it's much quicker or less. You don't have to watch over them constantly. Yeah, I think chickens and cows are #1 for getting bigger pens. Cows especially, because they get a lot of money. They can be very profitable. Plus, if we get the right pen, we could get manure, which we could use for our greenhouse. And slurry. We could get a slurry spreader then. Ooh, I was a little bit off, but in the good direction. I was surprised it held its value that well. Because then we could do slurry, and that would be free fertilizer, basically. Very cheap fertilizer. Versus, I believe for manure, you have to do straw, usually, to get that. Alright, let's try this out. Probably don't need silage for a little while, looks like. Oh, no. V, you gotta lower it. Should make a little bit bigger of a swath. Less time in baling. Maybe what? It's 3 meters wider. Not huge. But would be a little bit bigger. It'll mainly help with doing that big field for mowing. Which we will keep some of that, I think, for silage. Just since we're just gonna make all of it in the silage. Since otherwise you add a step of doing tethering into that as well. We'll probably mow it maybe next video. We won't plow it because I will take the trees out before we plow. It's nice to have some trees, but when they're right in the area you want, that can be kind of a pest too. Which I'll probably cut, I think, There's one down here that's always in our way. Probably cut that one if possible. Would we do sell it? Depends on how the corn is. I don't want to do it when the corn is not done yet. If it lands on the corn, would damage the crop. So. Especially this late on. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and time-lapse the windrowing. We'll probably do some baling as well. Be a nice way to close things out. I'll talk to everyone once that is done. We're making pretty good progress here. Not too much left to bale up. I can definitely tell there's a little bit less yield in this field than normal. I think a lot of that is the pH drop. Still got a couple more strips left, but we will get this limed next video. We'll clear the field first. Oh, I'm going all over the place. But we will clear the field of bales first and then do that. And we'll probably focus on getting that big field somewhat ready. We'll probably do it fairly similar to how we did it on that field. So right at towards the end of the video, we'll just have a fairly large time lapse of just mowing, and then it's just windrowing the next day or whatnot. Maybe we'll split it up too throughout the video. We'll try that. Then we could just have, so 1 2-minute time lapse. We have 2 1-minute ones. Spread out a little. Could do that. We'll see what we have to do come next month. We'll have some selling. The honey will probably be ready. For high price at least. How's this going down right now? I have not checked that yet. I see the sun through like the little bits of trees there. I keep thinking it's a pile of hay. It's right through here. You can see those little specks, and you're just like, oh, that's hay. No, it's not. Just the sun. Still got a good amount of bales. I think we can check that in here. Session for 11. Might have to move things around a little bit over on the shed. I don't know how nicely that windrower will fit with the mower right there. Is that empty? I almost thought it was empty. No. Well, no. Oh, no, it is. It is. Didn't read the below. Oh. I was missing something. Manure. Oh. I think we still have some spread out in here. Get to that in between. Double check the honey, but I'm sure that's probably fine. So, yeah, still going up. Soybeans are in June, so I'll be coming soon. Actually, maple syrup will probably be up too. So yeah, that is about everything for today. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video.